The time is 7:03 on this Tuesday morning. It's a little yucky outside. You will notice that we have a new face here at Piper Peach Radio. This is Mr. Mike Ellison. Good morning, Mike.
Good morning, Therese. How are you today?
I'm good. Thank you for coming on with us. Mike, he got the call, the desperate plea to help us out on Tuesday. And he answered the call, and he came in here, and I'm dressed in a hooded sweater, black lounging type pants, and my slides. And I came in here this morning, and Mike is dressed like he is the chief of staff somewhere. And he took this role to being on camera very seriously. He does. Looks like a news anchor. And I look like the help that should be behind the camera.
Well,
so now I'm going to give him a hard time about it because he was like, well, should I take the jacket off? And I'm like, well, you could, but no, we're going to leave it like that because I think that was great that you dressed up and
I guess I'll say thank you.
Right. You don't know backhanded compliment much.
Right.
But again, thank you for coming on and giving this a try. Tell people a little bit about yourself because I just met you last week. And we went to lunch and had a great time. But a lot of people may know who you are, but some people may not. So just give a little bit about yourself and what you're doing these days and all that good stuff.
All right. Well, I grew up here in Clanton, and I went to Chilton County High School. I graduated from Auburn University.
War Eagle.
War Eagle. That's
We
right.
had that in common right off the bat.
War Eagle anyway, as we
That's
say.
what I know.
Unfortunately, we had to say that a lot these past 6 years.
Yes.
But at the same time, I did, and I eventually ended up in the insurance business. I worked in claims departments for a couple different insurance companies, Alpha Insurance and Guide One is a company out of Iowa that specializes in church insurance. And so
okay.
I was dealing with a lot of churches for almost 30 years, and then I finished my career as a claims director for a lobbyist in Montgomery.
Oh, okay.
And I enjoyed that.
Hence the suit and looking like the chief of staff.
Well, if you're going to go ask somebody for money, you better know. I'm
That's
just kidding.
right. That's true, though.
I didn't have to ask anybody for money or anything, but I married this sweet young lady from Jemison, and they had some family land. We built a house on it 23 years ago, and we have a daughter that just graduated Auburn.
Again, War Eagle.
Yeah, that's right.
What is she majoring in? What's her studies?
Psychology.
Oh, yeah, okay.
And she is now taking her, or doing her master's, going for her master's degree. But that is all done online, so she's doing it from home. So that's really exciting. But I married Raynette Hurst back in 2000. This is our 25th anniversary coming up.
Oh, congratulations.
And I mean, when I say Raynette, people around this county, they know who I'm talking about.
They know her.
They know her.
Okay.
They really do. I'm her husband, where we live, which is great. But we live in Jemison and have for 23 plus years. And I retired from my professional career in January. And
oh, did you get immediately when you retired, were you bored, or did you have a honey-do list that kept you busy for a minute and then you got bored?
well, I don't have the honey-do list completed yet.
Oh, okay,
I'm
still
working
there.
on it.
Okay.
But
all
I
right.
am. I did do some part-time stuff. I just like the complete opposite of what I was doing. I was working in an office setting, but now I'm working outdoors, and I really enjoy it. I've never done. I mean, I have, of course, when I was younger, but as far as all day, I haven't. But I am now, and I'm really excited about it. I feel healthier because I'm outside and
Well, you
moving
probably
around a lot
are.
more. Well, I've lost some weight for sure, so I know that is not a bad thing.
Yeah, I need to lose some weight. Ever since I started here, we eat good around here. I don't know if you've noticed, but Clanton and around surrounding areas, they have some really good diners, and I tend to frequent them often.
They do have a lot. We do have a lot here. We're very blessed in this area with our cuisine.
Yeah, and I mean, yesterday after we broadcasted live from Maplesville High School Auditorium, home of the Red Devils, because Maplesville is 14-0, and they are going to the state championship. It will be this Thursday. They play at 3:00 at Protective Stadium, and I expect that there's going to be a large crowd there for them.
I'm sure there will be.
School is letting out early. I believe around 11, 12, 1 o'clock. They're going to be dismissed in school, and I think there are some folks taking some buses allegedly reported down
That's
there.
what I wondered, if they were going to take some buses.
I think so.
That's great. Good for them.
There is going to
Go
be
Devils.
Yes, and there is going to be a pep rally tomorrow, regular time during school, and then Thursday will be the big day. They went all the way to state last year. Unfortunately, they did not bring home that blue mat, but it's okay. That just made them stronger and more prepared for this year, and so they are going to take on Wadley. Wadley wants a little bit of Maplesville, and I think Maplesville wants a little bit of Wadley this time. So,
Well, you know, it's a rematch from
Yes, it
last year's
is.
championship game, which,
Yes,
like
it
you said,
is.
Maplesville did not win, but a lot of their players are back, and so they are they're a very well coached team. I mean, if you've ever watched them, you know that they're extremely well coached, very disciplined, and it just shows whenever they
It does.
play. And not too many schools want to tangle with Maplesville.
That's true. And, you know, we had him, Coach Abbott, on yesterday. We had the quarterback, I think number 5, Pierce, and I want to say his name is Jurgen.
That's right.
Okay, I
believe
want to
that's
make sure I
correct.
get his name right. It's one of those that's spelt unique, and I'm from the country, and I will misspell something in a heartbeat. But listening to that young man and then listening to Coach Abbott, you can see why that team is such a well-oiled machine. It's because the coaching staff from the head coach down, and then these young men, it's like Pierce said, we're not just teammates, we're like brothers. And at smaller schools, 1A schools like that, Dollar Bill said it yesterday, and Jason said it yesterday too. You get those smaller schools like that, especially when you've got the offense coming back on the field to play defense. You're more close knit because there's not as many of you, and
That's
it's just you get that camaraderie, I think. But they have put on a show for everybody this year, and if they don't get that blue map, it'll just be a travesty, I think.
Well, obviously you want to win, but at the
Yes.
same time, what a tremendous season! What a tremendous program they have. I mean, I think it's if they win, this will be their 5th state championship. They have a record in the state of Alabama for the most 10-win seasons. I believe that number is 30.
Yep.
I mean, just incredible numbers and statistics. But I expect the Devils will win. Their defense has just been playing lights out. I mean, I think there was 7 straight shutouts. Can you imagine? I mean, that's 28 quarters of football, and the other team does not score.
I know, and that's what Jason and I we were talking about. I was like, that really is kind of unheard of. I mean, it may happen, and it probably has happened, but it's just not something that happens regularly.
No, it
Even
definitely doesn't.
Wadley, they had 1 shutout their whole season. Maplesville shut out, and not only did they shut out, they were playing their secondary team. And their secondary team was like, no, you're not going to score on us either. And they were putting up large points. They were putting up 38, 40, 50 points.
Yeah, I think they averaged like 47.
2-0.
Average 47.
And it's like they said yesterday, you have to get into the mentality to where you want to win, you hope you win, you should win, but you've got to go in there with the expectation each week that you're going to win, because that sets a different mentality, I think. Even if you don't win, you should go in expecting it. Because you
Absolutely.
know that you've put all the work in.
That's right.
And you've done everything you need to do to get where you are in that moment, especially. And but just listening to Pierce talk about the team, the players, he never once used the me, I did this, I did that, me. It was all about we. We are a team. These are my brothers. We are as one. And I mean, I think that is so important, because a lot of teams, they may be winning, but they may not have that.
Right.
I think
That chemistry.
Yeah.
They have like I said, it's just a tremendous program. It has been for a long time. I mean, they win 7 games in a season, and they feel, they're very disappointed. They expect, as you said, to get to the playoffs, to advance in the playoffs.
Right.
And not only have they done that this year, but they have been dominating and doing it. And like you said, it's probably not unprecedented, but at the same time, it's really fun to watch.
It
because
is.
It's not fun for the other teams they're playing, of course, but it has been fun for us. And that community over there in Maplesville, they are just 100% behind their team. And you like to see that. I've seen some posts on Facebook where some fans are saying, the town shuts down when they play, and I know that's an exaggeration, but at the same time, there's a lot of people
It's
are
not.
at those ball games.
It's not.
You don't
an
think it is?
exaggeration. No, I do not. I mean, I think especially small towns. I think that's what they do that, and it's just about. There's a lot of factors that play into that. I think a lot of it is because it's like Maplesville has a lot of 4th and 5th generation.
That's right.
Players, their dads or granddads or great granddads, and before on and so forth, have played at Maplesville over many, many, many years.
Right.
And so you get that ownership of we're gonna do what it takes to support, and I think the communities around here do a great job of supporting. And now that football season has been over for these other community teams, they're now jumping on the Maplesville bandwagon, and they've been supporting them by going to the games. And
that's right.
And I think you'll see that Thursday as well when you see those stands. I mean, look, Protective Stadium is a little larger than a high school football stadium.
Right.
So is it going to be slap full like it's a college game? No. But you're going to see a large section that is going to be full, and you're going to see those fans supporting Maplesville. And last year I went and they lost. So this year I'm kind of like, am I a bad luck charm? Do I need to go to this game and watch it? I'm on the fence about it now. I want to go and watch them, but I'm afraid if I'm there, I will be considered a bad luck charm. And then next year they'll be like, you stay home. You don't come. You stay where you are. Go sell something. Stay away.
Yeah, I kind of doubt that you had anything to do with the result,
Yeah.
but at the same time, I can
Probably.
understand how you feel. But they take those guys when they're, like you said, they're this generational, generational program. You take these guys early on, and I mean, it's not brainwash or anything. They just encourage them to be part of the team, like you said. And I mean, it's 11 players out there at one time. It's not 2 guys. It's not like playing tennis or golf or something where it's an individual. You depend on every player out there.
Yeah.
And that's the mentality they have, and obviously it's paying off.
And Jason said something pretty instrumental, I think, in how it works, is that, a lot of times, and I've seen it happen in other high school games, I've seen it happen in college and even pro, there's that one person that you hang your wins on, and if they're not performing to their 150%, then the loss gets hung on them too. And that's kind of not a good thing. One person can't carry a whole team. And I think that they are bought into it is a we win, we lose. We are on the field. They have multiple players that are versatile, and it's not just one receiver. You have 3 or 4. It's not one linebacker or defensive tackle. It's 3 or 4 that you've got. So it's just it just works in their favor. And the way they play is just amazing. All right, it's 7:17. We're going to take a quick break. When we do, we're going to come back, thank our morning show sponsors. We got a lot of folks watching and listening that are giving you some good mornings too. They're look.
Good morning out there.
They're watching for you, Mikey.
Well, good. Thank you.
Y'all got to jump online and see him in this suit. I mean, my goodness, he came prepared today. He's making me look bad. I don't know if he can jump bad.
After the break.
All right, when we come back, I'll pop the top on this Coca-Cola because I'm about to die of thirst. So y'all stay with us. You're listening to Morning Mayhem here on Piper Peach Radio. Teresa and Mike Allison broadcasting live from the Clinton Tractor Studios. We'll be right back.
We're
Workout Anytime in Clanton is now open. Your fitness, your schedule. We have top-of-the-line treadmills and weights, but we are more than just a gym. We bring luxury and results to your fitness routine. Relax in our sauna. Recharge with red light therapy. Refresh in our hydro massage beds. Get that glow with unlimited tanning and push your limits with dynamic classes. Need guidance? Our personal trainers are here to help you set your goals, stay motivated, and get real results. This is your space, your time, your transformation, open 24/7. Workout Anytime, now open in Clanton.
Traditions come and go, but excellent service and compassionate care are benchmarks in any era. That's what Ellison Memorial Funeral Home is committed to providing you, whether through the pre-arrangement process or seeking services at your time of loss. Ellison Memorial offers a noticeable level of care and attention to detail. Others do not. So before making a decision based on yesterday's traditions, experience the Ellison difference when it comes to your loved one's final arrangements. You'll be glad you did. Call us today at 205-280-4600. Ellison Memorial Funeral Home, setting the new standard in local funeral service excellence. We are always here when you need us.
Underage drinking is deemed by many adults to be a rite of passage. Parents who host parties for youth may think they are being protective, but they are actually putting their youth at risk of physical and social consequences. Know the truth. Underage drinking and social hosting is a bad mix. For more information, contact Central Alabama Wellness, 205-651-0077, or visit centralalabamawellness.org.
Chilton Mobile Home Parts and Supply is your go-to destination for top quality mobile home parts and supplies in Clanton, Alabama. Conveniently located at 14023 County Road 29, just 3 miles east of Thorsby. We offer a diverse inventory, including underpinning, doors, windows, faucets, tubs, setup supplies, and more. Our commitment to quality ensures you'll find the best solutions for your mobile home needs. Upgrade your space with stylish doors and windows. Enhance functionality with top-notch faucets and tubs. All conveniently available in one place. Visit us today or call 205-646-1949. Transform your mobile home with Chilton, where quality meets convenience.
We are back. The time is 7:21. You're listening to Morning Mayhem here on Piper Peach Radio. Therese and my fresh-faced, suited-up co-host, Mike Ellison. I don't know. Talk about somebody try to top. Talk about a topper. My goodness. If I'd have known, look, if I'd have known it was evening gown wear, I would have put a little more effort into this morning, but I did not get that memo.
I was going to say the memo must not have made it to your desk.
It did not. I want to say good morning to some folks. Good morning to, we have a, you don't know this, but you're about to. We have our local foreign correspondent, Ricky Grapen. He is, his nickname is Grape. I've known him for 30 plus years, and he sends us lots of stories to talk about. He sends so many that I have to just throw them all up, and whatever lands first is what we get to talk about. Jason Green says that there are not two better people than you and Raynette Ellison, but that you outkicked your coverage.
Thank you there, brother
Don't
Jason.
think that he didn't have something to say about that on during the break, but we're not gonna say what it is.
I
But
have no idea what she's talking about.
yeah. Good morning, Tiffany. Yes, we will see you shortly. Good morning, Mikey. Mike Baker. He is from Coca-Cola United Montgomery. He supplies us with all of our Coca-Cola products, and I'm about to pop that top right now. I'm going to go ahead and thank our morning show sponsors. Thank you to Chilton Mobile Home Supply, Country Financial Insurance, Central Alabama Wellness, Coca-Cola. Here we go. A 1 and a 2 and a... Oh, that was sweet.
I'm definitely a Coca-Cola man. I just didn't have one in my refrigerator this morning, so Something else.
He's drinking that. Dr. Pepper is one of theirs.
Oh, good,
They
good.
can-
Well,
you
then,
can you can actually
all right.
you can turn that around and show it even. Also, good morning
It's
to
good.
Christine Epperson, Brad Carter. He says, "Good job, Mike." And good morning. I see that my daughter is watching and my hubby's watching. So
Oh, good. Good
morning.
morning, daughter and hubby.
daughter and hubby. So we were talking about football, and I mean, it's like the topic right now. It's that time of year where no matter what you do, you can't get away from it, whether it be high school or college. Now, being an Auburn guy, Auburn's had some shaking up down on the plains. They have a new coach. First, I want to ask you what your thoughts are about, and this has happened to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, maybe 7 coaches this year, at least 7, fired in the middle of the season. Look, you want to let somebody go, let them go. But in the middle of the season, I think that's a pivotal time, especially when you're going to try to make playoffs and bowl games and championships.
Right.
Firing somebody right then and there does not help, I don't think. I have not seen anything good come of that. Well, maybe once, but recently, no. I mean, I just don't think it helps anything. So what are your thoughts on that? Are you for it?
Well, this is a relatively recent phenomenon in college football, is firing the coach during the season.
Yeah, it is kind of new, last few
Well,
years.
and it is, and I mean, it's not, I guess, that unique. Certainly not in the last, say, 10 years. It's happened quite a bit, but used to be, it seemed like to me, was you committed to your coach, and if they didn't work out, then you let them go at the end of the season if that's what you were going to do. But now with NIL, name, image, and likeness, I think that stands for.
It is.
And the recruiting is so important that these players see you trying your best to win and win big. Obviously, I think it's 12 teams make the playoff in college football, so 300 others or 200 others don't make the playoffs. But they're all striving for it. And I think one thing that's contributed to it, besides the NIL, is the fact that there are like 45 bowls now. And you only have to win 6 games. You only have to be a 500 team. I mean, when I was coming up, 500 teams, and I'm winning 500, I mean, they have 6 wins and 6 losses, a 500 winning percentage. They didn't make a bowl.
No.
You didn't get to a bowl.
And the big bowls were like the Sugar Bowl. That was like, I remember Auburn going to the Sugar Bowl, and we were like, oh, we made the Sugar Bowl.
Exactly.
Now you make a bowl game, nobody gives a rip. They're focused on
These playoffs.
in the national championship.
That's
they
right.
They don't care about
It's
the
a
other
lot different.
bowls.
The old saying about better watch what you ask for, you just might get it.
Exactly, yeah.
But now I will say this: I don't begrudge the players for making as much money as they can.
I do. I don't think they should make money in college. I think their payment is exactly what they're getting. If they are on a full ride, that's their payment. They're not paying a dime for college. Most of them are not having to pay for room and board or food
That's right.
or anything. They're getting that $200,000 education for free. And yes, they're playing ball. Yes, college, they do make some money off of your likeness and your number and things like that. That's part of it. You know that going into it. Now, Bucky Barry, he thinks that maybe they should get a little stipend, maybe, an extra $500 here and there, to help. But this type of money that they're throwing at these young kids, their kids,
Yep,
is not doing anybody any good. And now look where we are. It's a mess.
Well, Auburn's basketball team. Now, I know we've been talking about football.
Yeah, but
Just for example, Auburn's basketball team, I believe I'm correct, they have 11 out of 12 players were not on the team last year.
Exactly.
I mean, how in the world can you expect these coaches to be able to pull these kids together to form a team?
Mm-hmm.
And because we all know who've played sports, how important that chemistry is. That, like I was talking about it last segment, we mentioned about being able to depend on your teammate. The person that lines up next to you, or is on the court or field or whatever with you. and be able to count on that person. And so, unfortunately, that has also contributed to the fact that these coaches getting fired, because sometimes you just can't pull it together that quickly. I mean, you might lose 2 games. Like Notre Dame this year, they lost the first 2 games, and it looked like they were going to be really down, and now they've won 10 in a row, and they're one of the hottest teams in the country.
Right.
I'm not saying they're going to do anything, but they are very hot, and even Texas lost their first game and a second game after just a few. But now they're really on a roll. They just beat undefeated Texas A&M last
I know,
weekend.
that was wild.
That was.
Watching that game. Now, hubby was pulling for Texas. I wasn't pulling really for anybody, I don't think. I was just so neutral during that game, but it was a good game. It was kind of, I felt bad for the Aggies, but I also felt good for the Longhorns. I thought, yeah, because people were kind of down on them for a while. They were not getting what I consider good fanfare at all.
I guess I'll say I have a personal bias against Texas.
Okay.
Back in the 80s, when I had graduated from Auburn, and my first job, Auburn had
almost 40 years ago.
Oh, it was more than that, I think. But they had a home-and-home series against Auburn. Mm-hmm. And we met some Texas fans over in Columbus, Georgia one evening. And I've never met more, I guess to be polite here on the show here, confident people in my life. And they were just
mean you haven't seen an Alabama fan? My goodness.
Yeah. Throat's getting caught up there, folks.
Sorry, hubby.
No. Oh, is he? My wife was a Bama fan.
Oh, yes.
But
yeah.
Anyway, they were just so cocky, and we would just want to beat them so bad. And we got on the field the next day, and they just tore us up. And then the next year, they beat us again, and it was just, it was just one of those things. But so I was like you, though. I really wasn't pulling for anyone, but A&M was undefeated. We are talking the SEC, our conference, and so it would have been better for the conference had they won, because Texas is probably not getting in the playoffs anyway. But anyway, go ahead.
Yeah, I digress, he says.
Yeah, I digress. That's right.
All right, it's 7:30. We're going to take another break. We have some guests coming in this morning. We're going to have Jonathan Varden, the newly elected mayor of Jemison. And Tiffany Gaines, who is Mrs. Jemison, so why shouldn't she be here? She's going to talk about their Christmas activities that they've got going on, so we're looking forward to having them on. What time are they coming? 8. Okay, so they'll be here at 8 o'clock. We'll take a break, and when we come back, we'll keep talking football, but then we've got some other things that we got to get to as well. Some stuff happened yesterday out here. Poor lady. We'll talk about her. Sometimes, that gas pedal can be your enemy. So we'll definitely talk about that when we come back. So y'all stay tuned. You're listening to Morning Mayhem here on Piper Peach Radio. Teresa and Mike broadcasting live from the Clayton Tractor Studios.
Looking for the perfect way to unwind, compete, and have fun with friends or family? Then Putter Up Pelham is your next destination. Coming this June. Whether you're a mini golf pro or just out for a good time, Putter Up offers a one-of-a-kind indoor putting experience with custom effects lighting, sounds, and robotics at each hole, plus automated scoring and a virtual caddy to guide your game. And our ADA-compliant courses include special putters for individuals using wheelchairs or walkers, so everyone can join the fun from ages 4 to 100. Rain or shine, day or night, it's always game time at Putter Up. Come for the fun, stay for the challenge. Swing by Putter Up, where every stroke counts. Need reliable towing or diesel repair? Mem's Wrecker and Heavy Duty Diesel Repair has you covered. We specialize in light and heavy duty towing and recovery with the latest equipment for any job, from campers and tractor trailers to winch box recoveries, and the only local-based rotator in the county. We do it all. Our diesel repair services include computer diagnostics, engine rebuilds, transmission and clutch work, and general maintenance. Trust Mem's Wrecker and Heavy Duty Diesel Repair for top-notch service. Call us at 205-217-1984. Some family traditions begin with an ending. Lasting family legacies are established at Martin Funeral Home, where for over 100 years, we have served the families in our community. Bobby, Donnie, Norma, and our family at Martin Funeral Home would like to express our sincere gratitude for allowing us to serve your family. Every life story deserves the perfect setting. We are here to make that happen for you and your loved one. We offer traditional funeral home services, and we are now excited to be the home of the first crematory in Clanton, Alabama. Our goal is to serve our families no matter what their needs are. Martin Funeral Home, serving Chilton County since 1921. Please give us a call at 205-755-3550.
On a few thousand roofs.
We are back. The time is 7:34. You're listening to Morning Mayhem on Piper Peach Radio. Teresa Mike here with you, broadcasting live from the Clanton Tractor Studio. I want to finish thanking my morning show sponsors. Thank you also to our Chilton County Chamber. Met with them yesterday. Guess who's going to MC the Christmas tree lighting on Friday?
I don't know. Who is?
Me!
Oh, congratulations.
So excited. I was so excited that we ran straight to This and That vinyl yesterday and got me a sweatshirt made. It's a Piper Peach Santa Claus sweatshirt that I can wear. I was so excited. Allison did a great job. I had a vision and she helped it come to life. Baden, he participated a little bit. He said, I don't like this, but I do like that. So that's what we went with.
Well, at home, I tell my wife she can do what she wants, but I have to have veto power.
Exactly.
Sometimes it works and sometimes it doesn't.
Also, thank you to Larry Puckett Chevrolet, Putter Up in Pelham, Save More, and Old Orchard Amish Furniture. Thank you, guys. We could not do our morning show without our sponsors. Good morning to Charlie Johnson. You know Charlie?
I don't believe I do know Charlie.
Okay. That's the first time I've seen Charlie. So,
okay.
Good morning, Charlie. Thank you for watching and listening. I appreciate it. I see my friend Martha from high school is watching as well. Thank you so much. I love it when my friends support me.
Sure.
I know they probably are thinking, what is she yakking about now? Because I never shut up. That's what Andy says. He's like, you talk in your sleep, I bet.
You're in the perfect position.
I do. Yeah.
Exactly.
Well, my dad called me motor mouth when I was little. I'm in the right career right now in front of a microphone.
Exactly. Yep.
So the Clanton Parade is going to be this Friday. It starts at 5:00. I was over yesterday at Clanton Outdoors. They are under new ownership, by the way. What's Greg's last name at Clanton Outdoor?
Greg
Gay. Okay, Greg Gay. He owns Clanton Outdoors now.
I know Greg.
And let me just tell you, that place is thriving. He has gone in, changed a lot of things around. It looks so good in there, and every time I go in there, he has a bazillion people. He's gotten a lot of new products, a lot of stuff that he's added to choices. He's got firearms now. He even had some stuff for bows. He's got fishing stuff in there, which they already had that. But they have clothes for men and clothes for kids if you want some little hunter-looking outfits. Yeah, lots of stuff for Christmas. And it's my understanding that he is going to give us a $50 gift certificate to give away at some point in the next week or so. So,
all right, go Greg.
Y'all have to be watching and listening for that opportunity as well. Good morning, Francine. We here at Piper Peach Radio, we're going to give all of our viewers and listeners a chance to win $100 a day for 9 days and $1,000 on the 10th day. This is going to be our kind of, sort of 12 days of Christmas.
Sweet.
We did it last year. It was huge. It went over very well, and we had so much fun doing it. One of the ways that you will be able to enter to win the $1,000, we're going to give you opportunity by bringing an ornament, a homemade ornament for our Christmas tree, our big tree in the lobby. You will get 3 entries for every ornament you bring into the $1,000. If you bring a canned food item for our canned food drive, you will get 5 entries into the $1,000. if you bring an unwrapped toy, you will get 10 entries into the $1,000. And you can do this as much as you want, as long as this is going on. So starting Monday, you can bring the canned goods, the ornaments, or the unwrapped toy, and that will automatically get you entered as many times as we said here for the $1,000. Each day to win the $100, we're going to give you a Facebook task that you will need to be watching and listening for. And then at the end of the day, we draw, and we have a big. Last year we had a box that we made, and the hole that was cut in there, I about couldn't get my hand in it. So now we have a huge jar. It's about this big and about that tall, and we'll put each day we'll put the entries in there, but they stay in there. Well, they're also entered into the $1,000.
That's what I was going to say. So if you win 100, you're still eligible for the 1,000.
Yes, you are, and that makes it even more, why you would want to participate. So we have a lot of fun. And on the 10th day, we're going to have a big time here. Will be a 3-hour show. We're going to have Santa here. We're going to have all kinds of snacks and activities and ins and outs, lots of guests for that day. So we're going to have a big time here. Last year we had it was like an old Chevrolet truck, like Hallmark it had the wood for the gate and lots of decorations in the back, and I got hair or something. Fuzz. That was flying everywhere. That you could take pictures with. We'll have pictures with Santa and all that good stuff. So it's going to be a lot of fun. We're looking forward to that. Yeah. Christmas time, we go nuts around here.
I noticed your tree is filling up there. You have quite a few few toys already under there.
Yeah, we actually had we have the Mayos, Pastor Mayo and his wife Deborah. They have a show that they do on Piper Peach Gospel, and they got together and got some toys for us to put around our tree. So we already have a good start. Last year, we were able to help a bunch of families with food and toys, and I'm going to tell you, those families that we were able to help were so appreciative. And it made me cry, just seeing how, appreciative they were of the help. And I know that there are lots of folks around here that are doing canned food drives and toy drives and things like that. But we do this one and we actually see the folks that are the recipients. And I mean, it fills your heart up, but it breaks it at the same time.
Yeah.
But knowing that people are under hard times, especially during the holidays, it breaks my heart for sure. I don't like to see, especially when it's kids.
Right.
You don't want kids to stop believing in the magic of Christmas. So we want to do everything we can to make sure that they have a good one.
It truly does feel better to give than to receive, and just this idea of helping your neighbor, and that's who you have to think of these people. When you there's always a question of who is my neighbor. Well, I mean, your neighbor is whoever you run into, really,
exactly,
because we all share the same planet, and so. But I'm so glad that you guys do that, and I know it does your heart good, and how exciting it is, and as Trish just said, you have a lot of opportunities to increase your chances of winning. So bring in those canned foods and the toys, and there's quite a few of these homemade ornaments that are so precious.
Aren't
out
they
there.
adorable?
Some of them you can tell some of them are made by kids, and I mean that's the best ones.
Oh
in my
yeah,
opinion.
absolutely.
And there's others that are quite fancy. I'm sure Dad's had a lot to do with that, but it really is great to see all that, and I'm so glad that you guys are doing this again this year.
Yeah, one of the kids brought in hers that she did, and they had just gone to the Dollar Tree. They have the little craft wooden things that you can create and put together, and she did that. It was just a craft that she did, and I thought it was so cute and unique. We had them last year. They did it, and little Cheyenne, Jamie, her little girl Cheyenne, Jamie works over at Main Street. Her little girl brought one in, and she was so excited to bring it in. We let her come in here and be on air and show it off, and then put it on the tree. So we try to make a big deal out of stuff like that, because you never know. To us, we're just sitting here yakking, but to these little ones and to some of these even grown-ups, having the opportunity to show off and show what they did, it's so meaningful to them, and you just want to make sure you do. And right now, you can come by here. We've partnered with Central let me make sure I say it right. Central Alabama Arts Alliance. Help me.
I think that's what you said earlier.
Yeah,
It was the
okay,
Arts
they
Alliance.
are-
You mentioned that before
Yes,
the show.
poor Deanna. She's had to correct me a bazillion times. A whole year we've been doing this, and I always get hers and everybody else's mixed up. There's so many Central Alabamas and Chilton and all this.
That's right.
So anyway, she is doing something for her art studio where we've got some color pages. They can come out here and color.
Yeah.
And then bring them back to us. They can color it with markers, color pencils, crayons, whatever they want to do. And then we're making a Christmas tree out of each one. We're stacking them up like a Christmas tree. And that enters them into winning like a free session to come in and do some art stuff at Deanna's art studio. So.
I think we just got that very first one returned yesterday, wasn't it? Was it yesterday?
Oh, yeah, we did have one come out.
We have one so far.
Well, we had one last week that brought
coloring
back.
pages. Yeah. Okay.
A little girl brought one back. So yeah, that was that's neat to see kids and where they are, the younger to the older, where they are in their coloring. Because I used to color and I did not stay in the lines. I was just like getting out, and I was just from edge to edge, just coloring it all whatever I wanted to.
It was all blue, huh?
Oh yeah, it was all blue or
Right.
green or red. Those are usually my favorite ones that I picked
There you
out.
go.
So, but yeah, and then you've got some kids that start early with that artistic ability, and you're like, you're 4. There's no way you did that, and they're like, oh yeah, they did. They did do it. And I think it's amazing to see that creativity starting at early ages, which is why I'm glad Deanna does what she does, because it does encourage that everybody has a little bit of artistic ability in them. It's just to what degree and where it is.
Right.
My daughter can paint, she can draw, but she has tapped into something new now, which is making metal art. She was making these huge pictures out of saw blades,
Yeah, cool.
knives, forks, spoons, just, the little washers that she found out at her pawpaw's place. I mean, just stuff
Nothing
like
goes to
that.
waste.
I mean, nothing goes to waste. And she's just
Right.
making all kinds of, she made an eagle, her name's Auburn. So she's a Georgia fan. I don't know what happened. I've been working on her.
Sometimes
Sometimes I just go astray, Mike.
that can be terminal.
It can be terminal. You're right. Oh my goodness. I just remember when she was little, we'd be watching an Auburn game and they'd say, touchdown, Auburn. And she'd go, oh, they say my name. Tell them don't say my name. And then I think that just went with her. It was
Kinda
traumatizing.
backfired.
It did. It backfired. To the point where she would wear her name tag at work and everybody would go, oh, hey, Alabama Roll Tide. And she was just like, so then she started going by her middle name, which was Ashley. And so
Okay.
people could not make fun of her or anything. So at work, when her name tag was Ashley,
Well,
she
but
showed
she's always
all of
known
us.
as Auburn at home.
Yes. Good morning, Francine. Good morning, Miss Diane. Good morning, Miss Vicky. Thank y'all for watching and listening. I told you we would talk about something that happened in Clanton yesterday. A woman accidentally drove her car through an apartment building at
Oops.
at Rolling Oats Apartments here in Clanton. She hit the gas instead of the brake. And can I tell you how many times I've done something like that? Not like I've done it and I've not meant to. Like, and you're like, oh,
Course, right.
like this morning. Oh, hubby, he's watching and I hate to even tell this story. This morning, I was not thinking. I don't know what I got in my car, shut the door, turned the car on, did not put the garage door up. And I almost put that car in reverse and went backwards until something just said, look behind you. And when I did, I looked at my little screen. I was like, oh, crap. Brake, park.
Well, just in the nick of time.
Let the garage door open before we do this. Here's the thing. I either don't open it at all or I open it and I hit the button and I don't hit it hard enough and then the garage door stays up all day. And then the hubby is at work stressing because he has a camera that's just focused right there on that garage door and you can see it open. And every time he gets a ding, he thinks that somebody's trying to get into the garage.
Yeah, it's unfortunate we have to think that way. We have to protect ourselves, though, and that's part of that, I think.
Yes.
But speaking of garage doors, ours may have a dent or two. I'm not certain that I had anything to do with it, of course, but we do have some dents.
Is
in
it
the
from you
garage door.
or wifey?
Yes, I'm afraid.
It's from you?
Yeah, one time I was in a hurry, like you
From
were
you?
saying. Yeah,
Oh my goodness! I totally felt like that was a wife thing.
I opened it up, and it was going up, and I was in a hurry, and I backed out before it was all the way up, and I put a little, but it still works. So that's the good news. I did not completely disable the garage door.
As long as it still works, yes.
That's right. That's right.
So we were talking about football. We're going to circle back because we were talking about coaches getting fired in the middle of the season. The most recent casualty of that is Kentucky's coach. They fired Mark Stoops and hired Will Stein permanently, like bam, bam, which is kind of what happened at LSU. Not LSU, at Ole Miss. Lane Kiffin says, I'm out of here, and they just promoted within, and they were like, we're
did.
going to keep going. Bye.
I believe the gentleman that Mark Stoops, who was the coach at Kentucky, a former coach now, I guess. He was he had the most tenure of any coach in the conference.
Yeah.
I believe it was 13 years is what I believe I
And to get
understood.
fired in the middle of the season, that just seems like such a slap in the face. I mean,
Well,
just
he actually
wait.
got fired after the last game.
Yeah.
He did, but they lost to their rival 41-0. And so I don't think you can lose to your. I don't think Alex Golesh, the new coach at Auburn, can go next year over to Tuscaloosa and lose 41-0. He might not survive that.
Yeah.
You just, it's one thing to lose 28-14 or 27-20, but it's
But
another
to
thing to get beat
nothing.
36-0 or 49-0.
That's true.
You can ask Gene Chizik about that.
Yeah. No, gosh. We've had some coaches. But I did see where our new coach, Alex Golesh, he is going to bring back Cody Burns.
Cody Burns was a pivotal player on the 2010 National Championship team. He was a quarterback. And then there was a guy that we signed. I'm trying to think of his name. Oh, yeah, Cam Newton.
Yeah.
And so Cody was no longer the quarterback, but he became a wide receiver. Mm-hmm. And I believe I'm right, although I would have to check. Maybe someone can correct me if I'm wrong. But I believe he caught a touchdown pass in the national championship game against Oregon back in 2010. Actually, he played in January of 2011.
That's
but,
when that's when everybody was having the shirts. The Alabama fans said "Roll Ducks." You were like,
yeah.
really, we're going there.
Yeah, there was a few friends of mine from Alabama had Oregon shirts, and I mean, I've never done that, for Clemson, for example.
My ex-husband, he was so dedicated to not pulling for Auburn during that he actually took a white shirt and black duct tape and made an Oregon shirt. And I was like, that right there is about as horrible as you can get. I mean, you have to really, really hate a team to go that route with it.
Greatest rivalry in the country, no doubt about it.
Sure.
Nobody can hold a candle, even when we're 5-6.
I know. Well, it's beautiful down there. You cannot rival that campus. I don't care what you say, who you are. You cannot. You get down there, and it's a whole experience. And I became an Auburn fan very early on. My friend Vicky, her sister, we were best friends in 5th grade. Her sister visited Auburn to determine if that's where she was going to go to school. She was going to pharmaceutical. She wanted to go into pharmacy. And we went down there and toured and looked at it and spent the whole day down there. And I fell in immediate love. And I have never looked back. I've gotten upset and said I'm no longer going to pull for Auburn. I'm wearing a bag over my head or something like that. I say that in jest. I would never, ever turn my back on my team, although it has been hard sometimes to be an Auburn fan.
These last 5 years are just unprecedented. I've never seen anything like that in my life.
Yeah.
And I'm 65 years old.
What have we had?
So,
4 coaches in the last 5 years? It's been
three.
crazy.
Well, 4 if you count, firing Gus Malzahn.
Yeah.
So
Which I didn't really necessarily agree with that either.
I
but
did not agree with it at all. I think he should be about retiring now. But
Yep.
I don't think he would have lost those last 3 games
Yeah.
in Jordan Hare as whoever the coach was, that did.
Yeah. All right. It's 7:53. We're going to take a break. And remind y'all at 8 o'clock or around that time, we're going to have newly elected mayor of Jemison, Jonathan Barden's going to come in.
Looking forward to that.
And then Mrs. Jemison, Tiffany Gaines, is going to come in and talk about what they've got going on for Christmas, and that is going to be this Thursday. So y'all stay tuned. You're listening to Morning Mayhem here on Piper Peach Radio. Teresa and Mike broadcasting live from the Clinton Tractor Studio. We'll be right back. Workout Anytime in Clanton is now open. Your fitness, your schedule. We have top-of-the-line treadmills and weights, but we are more than just a gym. We bring luxury and results to your fitness routine. Relax in our sauna. Recharge with red light therapy. Refresh in our hydro massage beds. Get that glow with unlimited tanning and push your limits with dynamic classes. Need guidance? Our personal trainers are here to help you set your goals, stay motivated, and get real results. This is your space, your time, your transformation. Open 24/7. Workout Anytime, now open in Clanton.
Traditions come and go, but excellent service and compassionate care are benchmarks in any era. That's what Ellison Memorial Funeral Home is committed to providing you. Whether through the pre-arrangement process or seeking services at your time of loss, Ellison Memorial offers a noticeable level of care and attention to detail. Others do not. So before making a decision based on yesterday's traditions, experience the Ellison difference when it comes to your loved one's final arrangements. You'll be glad you did. Call us today at 205-280-4600. Ellison Memorial Funeral Home, setting the new standard in local funeral service excellence. We are always here when you need us.
Underage drinking is deemed by many adults to be a rite of passage. Parents who host parties for youth may think they are being protective, but they are actually putting their youth at risk of physical and social consequences. Know the truth. Underage drinking and social hosting is a bad mix. For more information, contact Central Alabama Wellness, 205-651-0077, or visit centralalabamawellness.org.
Chilton Mobile Home Parts and Supply is your go-to destination for top quality mobile home parts and supplies in Clanton, Alabama. Conveniently located at 14023 County Road 29, just 3 miles east of Thorsby. We offer a diverse inventory, including underpinning, doors, windows, faucets, tubs, setup supplies, and more. Our commitment to quality ensures you'll find the best solutions for your mobile home needs. Upgrade your space with stylish doors and windows. Enhance functionality with top-notch faucets and tubs. All conveniently available in one place. Visit us today or call 205-646-1949. Transform your mobile home with Chilton, where quality meets convenience. Looking for the perfect way to unwind, compete, and have fun with friends or family? Then Putter Up Pelham is your next destination. Coming this June. Whether you're a mini golf pro or just out for a good time, Putter Up offers a one-of-a-kind indoor putting experience with custom effects lighting, sounds, and robotics at each hole. Plus, automated scoring and a virtual caddy to guide your game. And our ADA-compliant courses include special putters for individuals using wheelchairs or walkers. So everyone can join the fun from ages 4 to 100. Rain or shine, day or night, it's always game time at Putter Up. Come for the fun, stay for the challenge. Swing by Putter Up, where every stroke counts. Need reliable towing or diesel repair? Mem's Wrecker and Heavy Duty Diesel Repair has you covered. We specialize in light and heavy duty towing and recovery with the latest equipment for any job, from campers and tractor trailers to winch box recoveries, and the only local-based rotator in the county. We do it all. Our diesel repair services include computer diagnostics, engine rebuilds, transmission and clutch work, and general maintenance. Trust Mem's Wrecker and Heavy Duty Diesel Repair for top-notch service. Call us at 205-217-1984. Some family traditions begin with an ending. Lasting family legacies are established at Martin Funeral Home, where for over 100 years, we have served the families in our community. Bobby, Donnie, Norma, and our family at Martin Funeral Home would like to express our sincere gratitude for allowing us to serve your family. Every life story deserves the perfect setting. We are here to make that happen for you and your loved one. We offer traditional funeral home services, and we are now excited to be the home of the first crematory in Clanton, Alabama. Our goal is to serve our families no matter what their needs are. Martin Funeral Home, serving Chilton County since 1921. Please give us a call at 205-755-3550.
Universal Heights Academy is now enrolling for the following programs: aesthetics, manicurist, waxing, cosmetology, barbering, and the instructor crossover program. We are offering small class sizes for more personalized instruction. Hybrid and online classes are also available. Find us on Facebook or visit uhaway.com for more information on our discounted enrollment rates. Your rewarding career starts with Universal Heights Academy.
Are you tired of big box stores where you're just another number? You deserve better. Furniture that's built to last from people who treat you like family. At Farmers Home Furniture in Clanton, we do things differently. As an employee-owned company, we take pride in personal service. We'll listen to what you need and help you find the perfect piece for your home from trusted, top-notch name brand. Whether it's a cozy sofa for movie nights, a dining set built for real life, or a recliner that melts the stress away, we've got you covered. Don't settle for less. Experience the difference at Farmers Home Furniture in Clanton, where you're not just a customer, you're family. Workout Anytime in Clanton is now open. Your fitness, your schedule. We have top-of-the-line treadmills and weights, but we are more than just a gym. We bring luxury and results to your fitness routine. Relax in our sauna. Recharge with red light therapy. Refresh in our hydro massage beds. Get that glow with unlimited tanning and push your limits with dynamic classes. Need guidance? Our personal trainers are here to help you set your goals, stay motivated, and get real results. This is your space, your time, your transformation. Open 24/7. Workout Anytime, now open in Clanton.
Traditions come and go, but excellent service and compassionate care are benchmarks in any era. That's what Ellison Memorial Funeral Home is committed to providing you, whether through the pre-arrangement process or seeking services at your time of loss. Ellison Memorial offers a noticeable level of care and attention to detail. Others do not. So before making a decision based on yesterday's traditions, experience the Ellison difference when it comes to your loved one's final arrangements. You'll be glad you did. Call us today at 205-280-4600. Ellison Memorial Funeral Home, setting the new standard in local funeral service excellence. We are always here when you need us.
You're listening to Morning Mayhem on Piper Peach Radio. Therese and Mike Ellison, we are broadcasting live from the Clanton Tractor Studio, and we have our guest in with us. We have the newly elected mayor, Jonathan Barton of Jemison, and y'all all know Tiffany. She's Mrs. Jemison. What you mean?
No.
I mean, she does anything and everything going on in Jemison. She has her finger right on it. If she's not doing it, she is in it. So,
gotta stay
thank
busy.
you for coming on this morning.
Good morning to both of you.
Yeah, Jonathan, you're a business owner also in Jemison. Tell everybody what you got.
Premier Pawn and Pistol.
And you've had that since I've been here. So how long have you had it?
This starts our 15th year.
Wow.
Mm-hmm.
Black Friday. We opened Black Friday in 2011.
Did you really?
Congratulations.
Yeah,
15
that's
years. That's
fantastic.
fantastic.
That is.
I mean, for a small business, it's tough to stay in business, especially that long. What do you think it is that has led to the success of having having a business open that long in a small town, especially?
I think it's just the people in the town supporting me. I mean, they've been great to me for all these years. I have a good base now, and we've reached out actually to the surrounding counties too. So
Yeah, that's good. And too, I mean, Jemison, y'all do everything in Jemison. I mean, if it's community, it's Jemison. I mean, that's one thing I love about being out here in Chilton County. It's that way for Jemison. It's that way for Maplesville, Clanton, Thorsby. You small town folks, and then y'all pull together and help each other out. You go to each other's events and you make sure everything is successful. And I love that. Now, what made you want to take the leap from being a business owner to a mayor?
ooh, that's a tough question.
I mean, it almost seems like, well, you're a business owner, you know, you have interest personally in business-wise.
It
You
is.
want to make sure your city is doing everything it can to grow in the right ways, but that's a big responsibility. What made you
It
say,
is.
"Let me do
I've always
this"?
been community oriented. I love the events, helping organize them and do things like that. And as a business owner, I've seen places that the city needed to make some changes, and I hope that I can do that in the future. We're
Yeah.
working towards those now.
Okay, we'll talk about some of that. New park.
New park. We're about to break ground on that. We're working right now. We posted the road closing there last week, so we can close the road in about 4 weeks and get started on our new park there in
Where is
town.
that going to be?
It is right next to the tracks, adjacent from Old Town. Before you cross the tracks on the school side.
Okay.
It's closer
Excellent.
to.
I
yeah,
actually
it's gonna
saw
be-
some trucks and stuff out there earlier in the
It's
week.
going to
I
be
think.
a similar to what Thorsby has down there, walking track. We're going to include some have bathrooms where we don't have to haul in bathrooms now for our events.
Oh, that's good. Yeah.
We'll be able to utilize that and Old Town to make our events bigger.
Yeah. That's one thing I can say Tiffany has done with Old Town. She's got Old Town Boutique, you've got Old Town Scoops, and then everything you do is Old Town centered just about. But you do so good at organizing all of these events. But the big one you've got going on this week is,
We have our tree lighting and our Christmas parade.
and it's going to be at
It'll be Thursday night, that's
At
December
night.
4th.
Yay!
Yes. We're so excited. We moved that to a nighttime thing. I mean, when I think of Christmas, I think of the lights. You
Yeah,
can't see lights on a Saturday morning. We need
No.
lights in the evening. And then combining the parade with the tree lighting has everybody out there at one time. And then you're able to go to all the other cities and stuff going on around you, too. So,
Yeah, because when you're a small town, and you've got a bunch of small towns in one county like this, everybody's got to have their parades, and you feel like you have to choose. And this way, just one less you have to choose. You can go to this one. You can go Maplesville's thing that they have on Sunday. You can go to Clanton's thing that they're going to have on Friday night. And you don't miss out on anything.
that's it. And all these people that do these floats can use them in
Multiple
multiple
times.
yes, especially because it takes so much time and effort and money to go ahead and put all these things together. So,
Exactly.
yeah.
So you're gonna after the parade. Did I hear you say you were gonna have?
We'll have our tree lighting to follow the parade.
And
So,
then you'll offer like hot chocolate and things like that. Is
yeah,
that-
we actually have some food trucks and stuff that'll be parked outside.
Cool.
So you can grab something to eat while you're waiting on the parade.
See, that's the best. You don't have to worry about trying to
Do dinner.
get something before
Yeah.
or worry about it after.
That's it. We'll have Pazzo, the big slice pizzas are going to be out there. Cook It Up Court will be there. Chick-fil-A from Calero's coming. Of course, we'll have Chris with You Better Eat. And then Brew Sisters will be there for all your coffee and hot chocolate needs. And then we'll have J&D Produce doing some peanuts outside also.
Oh, okay. Well, y'all are gonna have that's a whole festival. You're
I'm
having out
telling
there.
you.
That's
You know we do
Nice
things
variety.
big.
a very nice
Oh
variety.
yeah, there's a little something for everybody. And then inside of the city hall, they'll have the stage set up where you can go take pictures with Santa Claus. Just bring your cameras or your phone. Those pictures, there's no cost for that for the kids to come and talk with
That
Santa.
auditorium is nice.
Mhm.
That's where we held, I don't really want to call it a forum, but where we had the introduction of all the candidates for mayor and council and things like that. And it was huge in there. I was so blown away how nice it is. That's something to be proud of. I mean, and I know you want to continue that and have a lot more things. And I know that you said you got the park coming, but then you've got businesses that are coming to the interstate area. Let's talk about
Well,
that a little bit.
We're talking with several. I can't really put any
Oh,
names out there yet.
Damn it.
I would love to
How
say
did I
that.
know
but
you were gonna say that?
We're still talking with some landowners too. There's a few purchases already been made, so there's some. I think there's some good things coming in the next 6 months or so.
So y'all are going to be booming.
We are. We're taking over. We wanted to show we were interested, invested in that too. So we're talking with the state right now. We're taking over the cleanup of the interstate system. The state only does it once a year, and it looks bad out there. So they're gonna allow us to take it over as a city. We'll keep it clean.
That's fantastic.
Working with them and an architect to put some kind of welcome to Jemison signs out there at the interstate.
Yeah, absolutely.
Take that over and
Yeah,
clean
you
it
gotta
up.
take pride in your community.
Because when you're passing by, I mean, it's Jemison, Thorsby, Jemison, and then, I mean, you see the green sign, but you don't know what's there. I mean, I think you need something that says, we're Jemison, you might want to stop off here
That's
and
right.
see what
well,
we're about.
I mean, if we can make it inviting, and anytime we can bring some people off the interstate, that's a good thing. So.
Yeah.
Well, there's several businesses located out there now, but there's room for expansion.
Oh, there's plenty of room for expansion.
Right.
We're working on it. We're working hard on it. We're putting in the time. It just takes a little time.
Sure
It does. And I know probably being a new mayor, you have so many ideas and so many things you want to implement. Are you overwhelmed with what to start first and what to tackle? Like,
I want to do it all.
Right.
And I want to do it all fast. The problem I'm having is I'm as a business owner and somebody who I'm used to jumping in and doing stuff, and government doesn't work like that.
no,
So
you
the
gotta get
processes are
approval.
so much slower, and that's taking some getting used to.
Oh, I bet. I can only imagine. Especially, if you ever seen anybody try to open up a restaurant, they'll tell you, getting the building and putting the stuff in, it's easy. It's all the other stuff with the permits and
Absolutely.
the approvals for this, that, and the other that takes forever. And you think, what in the world? Why is this taking so long? And now you're like, heck, I'm mayor. Why is this taking so long? I'm Jonathan
You
Varney.
think that one business has trouble, try doing the whole city that way.
Yeah, exactly. That's right. I bet.
Well, what are some other things that you would like to see that you hope that you can, make Jemison with your footprint on it to make improvements and make?
Well, I mean, I'd
better?
love to see the whole downtown revitalized. We got some places there that I'd like to see some cleanup done and things of that nature.
Like abandoned buildings or
Different
type of
things
stuff?
like
Yeah.
that. We're working on some of that, changing some ordinances, and even some of these business owners. I know they're a small business and they're struggling to make it as it is. We're out actually actively trying to find some grant money to help them revitalize their
That is
buildings.
fantastic.
I'm not going to ask people to do something that we're not willing to help with. So we're out doing everything we can. It's just the government shutdown kind of shut us down on a lot of that. We're just now getting back to where we can talk to the different organizations and that.
And that's something that I think a lot of folks don't even realize. That government shutdown, they were talking about how it affected, government workers and, SNAP benefits and things like that. But what it didn't realize is that these local governments had their hands tied too, where you were just
no
kinda
grant money out
nothing.
there. I mean, it was hard to find anything for
And
the last
especially if you had
months.
some momentum with something, it just kind of went,
Didn't just pick right back up as soon as they opened up
no.
either. It's going to take months to get everything back up and running correctly. So
It's
No,
not a
that's
spigot.
frustrating.
You can't just
No,
turn it right
that's
back on,
right,
can you?
yeah.
That's all. But it's awesome that you have that vision and you want to you want to do that. I think Jemison is a great little small town, but every small town can grow if it's grown properly. You don't want to overdo it, but you want to make sure that the growth makes sense too.
Absolutely. I understand small business. I've been in it 15 years, and I know how hard it is to make it. And like I said, we want to make Jemison better, but I know it's going to take. They're going to have help to do it too. They can't do it on their own.
Well, I suspect if you can approach it like you've done your business, you'll be quite successful.
We had a great meeting last week. We had a business owners breakfast last Tuesday, and reception was very well. So I think everybody's on board. The ones I got to speak with last week, we had probably 30 different business owners show up. So
Oh, that's great.
it's we're going to try to make that a quarterly thing and build on that.
Jonathan, when I went to that political forum where all the mayoral candidates and the city council, it was obvious to me how each person was just committed to the city. Win, lose, or draw, they were committed to the city. at least that was the impression I got, and I'm sure others got it too. And it was very refreshing as opposed to what we often hear, or too
I
often
agree.
hear. I'm
And
afraid.
that was one of the things Baden and I talked about when we had everybody come meet here before we even did the meet and greet. We had them meet here and talk about what we wanted the outcome to be of this whole thing. We're not trying to put anybody on the spot. We're not trying to make anybody look bad. But we couldn't have if we had wanted to anyway, because everybody was just so nice. I said, what? They're so nice. What in the world? Like, everybody is like, well, if I don't win, I hope one of these guys, it was just like, and I'm going to support them, and I'm going to do everything I can to make sure that we keep moving forward in a positive way. Nobody was mad. There was no backbiting, no backstabbing. Everybody was just in support of each other because everybody wanted the same thing, which is to see Jemison grow and be a successful community. I never in my life have I experienced anything like that.
And there was a couple of the candidates too that I still talk with, and they had some good ideas, and they had put in the work on that. And I look forward to sitting down with them too and trying to make the things they were looking at possible too, because they had some great ideas.
Yeah, they were like, this is my idea. This is what I'm basing my campaign on. But even though they didn't win, they're still able to come to you and help maybe see that idea get some traction. I think that's amazing.
Most of us had the same goals in mind. There was a few things we differed on, but nothing that I wouldn't be interested in pursuing anyway.
When you are in a position like you are now as a new mayor, any management, as you know, you have to surround yourself with good folks. Where are you there in terms of what you hope to do as far as bringing? Is there any plans to bring anybody else in, or what are your thoughts there?
I think that you hear all the bad when you're going in about people don't do this or don't do that. They're not doing their job. I think the city has done a good job of putting some good people in place. They do their job. They do it well. Now, given that, there's several that are about to retire, and they were good enough to stay on a 6-month contract. That's how we handled it. A lot of our department heads, they're allowing us to go out and find the right person to replace them. So it's working out great.
Get some training in and that kind of thing.
With treasurer, maintenance department, a lot of those guys are leaving. It's time to retire. So, but they're gonna hang around long.
Yeah, those can be huge losses if you don't plan it right.
It'll be huge losses.
Yeah. Well,
having somebody else
longer
in place
effect if you
to
don't
train there is going to be a big
for it.
deal.
Great, that's good to hear.
Yeah, absolutely. So outside of Christmas, for the Christmas parade and the tree lighting, what other things have y'all got planned for the future as far as events or anything like that to go? I know Tiffany's already grinning. She's got something up her sleeve. Trust me.
We got events.
We got some dates that are tentatively set.
Well,
so
let's talk about them.
We'll start up our third Friday nights. That's something
When
that
does that start?
When are y'all starting? What do you have on
April?
there? I think it was April.
Okay.
Third Friday night.
And that's when you do the music and have the food trucks and do all that. So that's been wildly successful.
That has been a lot of fun.
Where did that idea come from? Was that you, or is it just a collective thing? Hey, we need to have something for folks to do on Fridays, and we need to keep it local.
I think we come up with it as a committee. We were just looking at things to bring to the city. Like we needed something. We wanted to do things to bring everybody out and give people something to do. You always hear, oh, there's just nothing to do around here. So we wanted to give them something to be able to come out and do.
I swear it was like a bunch of teenagers. We're bored.
Well, we went 15 plus years without any events. So, it was wanted badly. We had a long time.
So that's why it's so successful. People are like, we don't go, they'll stop. So let's keep going.
Oh, yeah, we got to have the support of the community for sure. And we have. We have really had some good support from our community.
And the way that Main Street there has been reconfigured to like one way, I guess, right, coming and going. Really looks great, and I'm sure it's helped the businesses as well.
Yeah, the old town is so cute. I mean, it's so adorable.
I love it back there.
And I went to your Christmas in Old Town that you had. Took lots of people. You had a lot of vendors out there.
We had a ton of vendors.
Spent way more money than I should have.
Yeah.
I got body buttered and soaps and all that good stuff.
Did you buy Christmas presents or?
No.
Oh yeah.
I did
and
not.
it's okay because
that was what I told you. I said I gotta go because I got Christmas I gotta buy for. I bought not the first Christmas present. I bought everything for me. me.
Hey,
I did
sometimes
buy-
we just have to do that.
I did. There was a lady doing handmade ornaments, and I bought one of her ornaments. It was made out of metal, had a star and a Santa on the middle of it. And I was like, I gotta have this. And she was so cute. And I met people, they were so nice. They came up and they were like, we watch your show, we love it, we love Piper Peach. And I was just, I felt like a celebrity. So,
There you go.
Yeah. So you know I was loving it.
It felt like one of those Hallmark movies, you know.
It did.
I
It really
that's
did.
the feel that I love.
That's exactly what it reminds me of out there when y'all do these events. It reminds me of something straight out of a Hallmark movie. And I think every female wants to experience that a little bit. Only thing we were
Absolutely.
missing was the snow.
Really, yes.
Are y'all going to have...
Yeah, what can you do about that,
manufactured
Jonathan?
snow in your parade?
We're probably not going to work on that one. quite yet.
He said not this year.
Jonathan's like, please, Lord, no snow.
We're just hoping for no rain at this point, but you know
Absolutely.
that's just something that we deal with. The forecast right now shows rain that morning and late that night, so there's a gap in between.
So they'll be a little reprieve,
Yes,
hopefully.
yes,
Hopefully.
yes. We're gonna keep our fingers crossed for sure. And we have some vendors that'll be inside of the city hall that day too. You've got 5 or 6 vendors that'll be in there with different things. You got one that's gonna be making cups. You've got one that's gonna be doing the permanent jewelry. The lady that was out there for that. You'll have the hat bar in there, so she can do all your little patch hats and stuff. There's gonna be a boutique in there, and then some sweet treats.
Okay.
So.
Well, y'all got it all covered.
And then we'll have coloring sheets and the Santa mailbox set up for the kids to come and write their letters for Santa. So there's a lot to do that night.
And everything starts at what time? Like, when can they start coming and taking advantage of the inside part or the food or any of that stuff? When will they be set up?
So the parade starts at 6. So we figure City Hall will be open to the public around 5 o'clock, so they can start if they want to come and get food and stuff like that and eat before. We'll have tables and chairs set up inside.
Oh, okay.
So we'll
Almost
take
like
all
a
those.
warming station in case, you know, it's
Yes.
really cold. It's going to be cold, too. Well, Jonathan, is there anything else that you want to talk about or get out there?
On the event side of it, we really are putting a lot of time and effort into the 4th of July event this year. We're going.
so
we've
that-
already got some pretty significant donors this time. We're gonna.
It's my understanding
gonna
that
make that
Jemison
quite
had one of
big.
the largest
It was.
It was
ones
something.
Oh, it was
around.
crazy.
I was
really
I didn't-
impressive.
I wasn't there.
It was probably the biggest event in my lifetime. I can't say for sure, but I would say that's the biggest event Jemison's ever had, and we're gonna step it up a little more this year on that one.
And that was the
Excellent.
first year of doing it too.
And I had gone out of town. We had already pre-planned our vacation to coincide with the 4th of July, but I'll be in town this year, so I'll
I
make
missed
sure
the
we're going.
fireworks. I got to see the telly, and we got so busy in the ice cream shop, I had to go help the girls. So I was trying to peek out the window, but I couldn't see. So
Well, you were
next year
busy.
I'll make sure.
You were busy the day of the old fashioned, oh not the old fashioned, but the Jemison Christmas, because I couldn't find you anywhere. I looked for you. I went in the store, and they
Yes.
were like, "She's around here somewhere."
Yeah, bless those girls' hearts. Yes, they try to keep up with me, but sometimes they just can't.
Oh Lord, you need a beeper or something, some kind of tracker on
I know,
you.
right?
Where's Tiffany? She's at.
Yeah, it was a little crazy out there.
I think y'all do a great job, Jonathan. Congratulations on being elected mayor. It looks like to me you've got a great vision for the community, and I know folks are happy to see that. And you having some longevity. Were you born and raised in Jemison too?
Well, Chilton County. I was born. My parents are from there, but
Oh, okay.
I moved around some
Oh, sure,
inside
yeah.
Chilton County. Never left the county.
So
I've
stayed
been
somewhat
at
local,
Jemison
yeah.
since 2nd grade. So.
Oh wow, okay. And that was just second nature for you to decide to open a business there.
It is.
I think it's awesome. It's awesome that you have a business owner that is mayor, because then you get all aspects of it. You get as a citizen, and then as a business owner, and now
Yeah, the same
working.
complaints most of the business owners have. I mean, I've got them too as a business owner. I'm seeing how hard some of that is to change, but it's not that I don't want to.
See,
And
you
it's
were
possible.
I
but-
bet you were cursing them like dogs before. And
yeah,
why can't we get this? And now you're mayor, and you're like, oh, this is why we can't get
Yeah,
this.
I've talked about myself real bad. Yeah,
Well, thank you for wanting to step up and serve,
Yeah,
because
I
that's
agree.
exactly what both of you are doing. And I'm so impressed to hear all about what you've done. I mean, Therese was telling me all about it, and I'm excited. You know, I've lived in Jemison, been there for 23 years myself, so I'm glad to see you guys step up. And thank you.
Yeah,
Thank you
it's
for your
amazing
service.
what y'all have done, and I always enjoy hearing what Tiffany's come up with next. It's like I see her name pop up. I go, she's got something. She's listening and watching.
Y'all know we're gonna stay busy. We gotta be going constant.
And she has you have kids and grandkids and 3 businesses technically, because your husband has an electrical company.
He does.
And you have the boutique and the scoops, and then all the other stuff you do.
Scoops
I
on
don't know how
wheels.
you have time to sneeze, much less all the stuff you do.
We just keep going. That's it. He's in Tampa this week, so it's just me and the little one at home. So we just keep going.
Keep going. And I know that it takes, it's a community effort. You have
We have a planning
get
committee.
on, yeah.
Thank gosh for them, because I mean, there's no way we could have do everything that we need to. That's like the city hall got decorated and everything this past week by Miss Tammy,
Miss Tammy and Miss Cheryl.
They helped tremendously. And then Miss Jonica went over there. She's with the city, with our planning committee, and her sister went over and did some more too. So, like, if it wasn't for all of them chipping in, there's no way.
Oh yeah,
That's
our
right.
There's
ladies
no way.
at the city hall do a lot, and that's the ladies up front and the ladies at the library. They do a lot of the decorating and keeping up with that event center back there.
Oh,
And
yeah.
that's fixing to have some major changes too. You were talking about how nice that was. We're about to do some major work in there,
Really?
changing it out. Yeah. We're
How
gonna-
long has that building been renovated?
Has
it been
was
15?
built
Was it-
15 or 16 years ago.
So it was
Yeah.
about the time you opened your business then.
Yeah, it's been there a
It
minute.
used to be I think it was an
looks
Ace Hardware.
brand new.
It was an Ace Hardware, and the city
Well, I did.
had to
He
have a new
told me
building
that.
and bought it out and turned it into that.
They have really made
Maybe
it
that.
tremendous. It's really something to see.
It
Yeah.
looks brand new in there.
Well, we're about to rip that old VCT floor out and polish concrete floors, and it's going to change.
Oh,
That's
It's the
gonna
first
be
time.
good.
Great.
Good.
I'm excited to see
yeah.
that.
Well, there's a lot of organizations that hold meetings there and events
From
there.
all over Central Alabama,
Right.
a lot of different
I've noticed
companies
that.
and
Well,
things.
yeah,
hold
let's talk about
business
that. So
meetings
if they're
there.
interested in maybe holding a meeting there, who do they need to contact for that?
Call City Hall. Any of the ladies up front can help you
Help
with that.
schedule that. So y'all let people use it for weekends,
They
for
use it
private events,
Pretty
or
much any time.
I've been to
Really?
weddings in there before.
We have a rate for nonprofit, and then we have a standard rate for just
Okay.
general use. Now, I'm not sure exactly what
I
that
think
is.
the Chilton, I think the
"Don't
Chilton
love
Auburn
me."
Club has met there the last 2 or 3 years, if I'm
wow.
not mistaken.
Okay.
Yep.
But it gets utilized quite a bit from all over Central Alabama. They call all the time wanting it.
Because it's so nice.
And it's
huge.
way
It is.
cheaper than any other venue you'll find. I can assure you that.
I know that makes you think, well, you're going to get some extra revenue in there.
I think we've had a losing proposition there for years, and we're just looking to make it a break even. We're not in the business of making money on that, really, but I would like to see it pay for itself anyway.
Yeah, okay, well,
Well, you bring in people from wherever.
Yeah, I mean, it's
and
getting
then
people
your
from
local
all over.
businesses will-
That's right.
will-
I mean,
will
we're not in the
benefit
business
from
of
that.
making money off of it, but I
Yeah.
would like to break it even and then help the businesses around, local
well, because
businesses.
it does cost money to run it, because you have to
It
have
does.
the equipment that's in there, the lighting in there, and then the people to
Maintenance.
maintain it. You know,
Yeah,
Cleaning,
that's right.
Cleaning the floors
painting.
and stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think the chairs and tables are the original ones that were bought when we first started that. It's time to replace those.
They're
so there's a lot
heavy.
of cost in that.
They are heavy.
They're very
we
heavy.
We were, when we set all that out, we didn't set it out, but we were, trying to move some stuff around in there, and I was like, yeah.
I know, right?
But we're aware that all those events bring in people. All those folks go eat somewhere around local. So, I mean, we're glad to bring the people in, too.
There you go.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Well, y'all do a great job.
Well, thank you.
Congratulations. It is 8:26. We've been talking with newly elected mayor of Jemison, Jonathan Varden, and Miss Jemison, Tiffany Gaines. And I call her that, jokingly, but kind of serious too, because I know that it's your face that represents that, but you have a committee and things like that. But you do a lot, and we do appreciate everything you do, and it's a joy to have you on here. I always enjoy that, and
Well, thank
y'all just
you.
keep up the good work. It's like good things are coming. Cannot wait to see what's coming on the interstate that you refuse to talk
Yeah,
about.
we hope it's soon.
Yeah. There's one thing I hope it is.
Well, it's probably not that.
Did you? You must know what I think it is.
I have no idea.
Bless him, he says probably not that.
He just don't want to get your hopes
He
up.
don't get my only to dash them.
Chick-fil-A is not coming to Jemison. We're just going to squash that right
You know
now.
that was it. it.
Well, that's what everybody says to me.
Yeah, well, everybody wants one out here. Chilton County needs one.
They do. I think that's on Chick-fil-A, not on us. So.
Yeah,
Yeah,
well,
that's right.
All right. Well, I'll tell you what I told Tiffany when we get off air. So. I don't want to get anything started, but all right. It's 8:28. We're going to take a break, and when we come back, Mike and I got some other things to talk about locally. So y'all stay with us. Thanks to Jonathan and Tiffany. I appreciate y'all being here. Y'all stay with us. We'll be right back. You've been listening to Morning Mayhem on Piper Beach Radio.
Underage drinking is deemed by many adults to be a rite of passage. Parents who host parties for youth may think they are being protective, but they are actually putting their youth at risk of physical and social consequences. Know the truth. Underage drinking and social hosting is a bad mix. For more information, contact Central Alabama Wellness, 205-651-0077, or visit centralalabamawellness.org.
Chilton Mobile Home Parts and Supply is your go-to destination for top quality mobile home parts and supplies in Clanton, Alabama. Conveniently located at 14023 County Road 29, just 3 miles east of Thorsby. We offer a diverse inventory, including underpinning, doors, windows, faucets, tubs, setup supplies, and more. Our commitment to quality ensures you'll find the best solutions for your mobile home needs. Upgrade your space with stylish doors and windows. Enhance functionality with top-notch faucets and tubs. All conveniently available in one place. Visit us today or call 205-646-1949. Transform your mobile home with Chilton, where quality meets convenience. Looking for the perfect way to unwind, compete, and have fun with friends or family? Then Putter Up Pelham is your next destination. Coming this June. Whether you're a mini golf pro or just out for a good time, Putter Up offers a one-of-a-kind indoor putting experience with custom effects lighting, sounds, and robotics at each hole, plus automated scoring and a virtual caddy to guide your game. And our ADA-compliant courses include special putters for individuals using wheelchairs or walkers, so everyone can join the fun from ages 4 to 100. Rain or shine, day or night, it's always game time at Putter Up. Come for the fun, stay for the challenge. Swing by Putter Up, where every stroke counts. Need reliable towing or diesel repair? Mem's Wrecker and Heavy Duty Diesel Repair has you covered. We specialize in light and heavy duty towing and recovery with the latest equipment for any job, from campers and tractor trailers to winch box recoveries, and the only local-based rotator in the county. We do it all. Our diesel repair services include computer diagnostics, engine rebuilds, transmission and clutch work, and general maintenance. Trust Mem's Wrecker and Heavy Duty Diesel Repair for top-notch service. Call us at 205-217-1984. Some family traditions begin with an ending. Lasting family legacies are established at Martin Funeral Home, where for over 100 years, we have served the families in our community. Bobby, Donnie, Norma, and our family at Martin Funeral Home would like to express our sincere gratitude for allowing us to serve your family. Every life story deserves the perfect setting. We are here to make that happen for you and your loved one. We offer traditional funeral home services, and we are now excited to be the home of the first crematory in Clanton, Alabama. Our goal is to serve our families no matter what their needs are. Martin Funeral Home, serving Chilton County since 1921. Please give us a call at 205-755-3550.
Universal Heights Academy is now enrolling for the following programs: aesthetics, manicurist, waxing, cosmetology, barbering, and the instructor crossover program. We are offering small class sizes for more personalized instruction. Hybrid and online classes are also available. Find us on Facebook or visit uhaway.com for more information on our discounted enrollment rates. Your rewarding career starts with Universal Heights Academy.
Are you tired of big box stores where you're just another number? You deserve better. Furniture that's built to last from people who treat you like family. At Farmers Home Furniture in Clanton, we do things differently. As an employee-owned company, we take pride in personal service. We'll listen to what you need and help you find the perfect piece for your home from trusted, top-notch name brand. Whether it's a cozy sofa for movie nights, a dining set built for real life, or a recliner that melts the stress away, we've got you covered. Don't settle for less. Experience the difference at Farmers Home Furniture in Clanton, where you're not just a customer, you're family. Workout anytime in Clanton is now open. Your fitness, your schedule. We have top-of-the-line treadmills and weights, but we are more than just a gym. We bring luxury and results to your fitness routine. Relax in our sauna. Recharge with red light therapy. Refresh in our hydro massage beds. Get that glow with unlimited tanning and push your limits with dynamic classes. Need guidance? Our personal trainers are here to help you set your goals, stay motivated, and get real results. This is your space, your time, your transformation. Open 24/7. Workout anytime. Now open in Clanton. We are back. The time is 8:35. You're listening to Morning Mayhem on Piper Peach Radio. Therese and Mike Ellison broadcasting live from the Clanton Tractor Studio. We were speaking with Jonathan Varden, the new mayor of Jemison, and Tiffany Gaines, who is, I call her Miss Jemison because in every activity or anything that's going on, Tiffany is in the middle of it. She said she has a great committee, and I don't want to, just put it all on one person's shoulders, but they do a lot out there in Jemison, and they do it well.
I think every town needs someone like that, you know, and you said a committee, and it's like we were talking with Jonathan, he can't do it all by himself, so he's got to surround himself with the good folks, and obviously she's one of them, but she too will then have to have support and help, and my take on Jemison is that there's a lot of folks there willing to do just that.
Well, and I think they're kind of like the they're like a diamond, not a diamond in the rough, but one of those hidden gems almost, where they get overlooked a little bit because Clanton has so much, it's grown so much, and it's got 3 exits of something.
Yep, that's
and I
right.
think Jemison it gets, you just go right by that exit. But once they get, the welcome to Jemison and that something going on there at the interstate, they're going to have people that are going to stop off. And once they do and they turn right, they're going to run into, something wonderful. It's small town charm. It's all right there. And she said it best when she said it's just like something out of a Hallmark movie. It absolutely is.
Well, I think Jonathan has proven with his small business that he's committed to the city, and he's committed to be successful in the city. And,
Right.
And while, as he said, and I think it's not just government, but certainly we put the emphasis on government being as maybe not as efficient as some of our private businesses are, because of the fact that you have so many people involved. But he's determined. He's a determined young man, and I'm pretty confident he's going to be successful at it.
I feel like he is. Look, if you can make a small business survive in a small town, because Jemison, it's kind of at its peak now. Think about 15 years ago. There probably wasn't a whole lot out there. I mean, I'm from a small town. I lived in Odenville, and when I first moved out there, we didn't even have a red light. We had a stop sign.
Yeah.
And we had a little Shell station where you could get gas, and at the end of that Shell station was a little pizza place, and that was it. That is all. And we had one little diner in town. Those were the two places you ate. There was nothing else out there. You had the school, no doctor's office, no place to shop, no pharmacy, nothing. And then over time, it grew. It's still not to the capacity that Jemison is, but it grew. And, we knew we were growing when we got our first Dollar General. We knew we were on the map then.
There you go.
And then we got I think it might have got a Jack's and then the Dollar General, because you've made it when they drop one of those in your town.
That's right.
And then the other things came, the grocery store, and then the pharmacy, and then a doctor's office. Well, it was more of a dental office, but it did start growing and getting some things. But I think Jemison is going to be one of those things that you're going to see a lot going on in the next year or two. It's going to explode. I really do think so, especially with the vision. He's already got an idea of how he wants it to go and what he wants to see happen. So I think he's going to make it happen. And I think the people around him are going to help him. They're going to support him in that. But it is a shame that government, there's so much red tape. And when you want to do something so bad and you're used to just being able to, as a business owner, say, yes, I want to do it and make it happen. And then when you move into the government side of things, it doesn't work that way. It is, I want to see this happen, and then you got to talk to somebody, and then you got to talk to somebody else who has to talk to a committee, who has to have a meeting, and then they call you back and schedule a meeting, and then it just 6 months down the road, and you're still just talking,
It'd certainly be that way. That's what I was saying. He's very determined, and I'm pretty confident he's going to be very successful.
Yeah. Well, I hope they have a great parade. I think the rain will hold off, cross some fingers, and I think it's going to be a good tree lighting.
I like what Tiffany said about doing the lighting at night.
Yeah.
I can remember doing it at 4:30 or whatever it used to be, and you could still see the lights, obviously.
Yeah, it was dusk, but not
that's right,
dark.
dusk. It's not quite the same thing.
It's not. Christmas lights, when it's dark out and that's what you see, it just, if you've ever seen a picture or watched a movie of any kind, it's those lights that what gets you, and it just makes it so beautiful. And I love it that Clanton is doing theirs this Friday. They're doing the parade and then the tree lighting, and I'm hoping the rain stays away. And there's gonna be some musical talent. Rachel Green's sister, or Martin now, is gonna be doing some singing, and I heard a little snippet of what she can do. My goodness, she can belt it out. It's gonna be absolutely beautiful.
Fantastic.
Cannot wait to be a part of that. We were talking about before Jonathan and Tiffany came on. We were talking about the lady that ran her car through the apartment building, and we were joking and kind of cutting up about it, about how I almost ran through the garage door this morning. I'm sure my husband was delighted to hear that. And then you were talking about how yours might have some dings from it, but you brought up something else from an other side of it, is from the insurance claims side of it. You said you wouldn't believe how many
times this happens where and often it is an elderly person, which I are one now, but you just have that split second where your mind drifts, just like hitting the garage door. You just that split second where you get a little bit out of your routine and you hit that gas instead of that brake. And I rented an apartment from there many, many years ago for a brief period of time. And I think those buildings are pretty far away from where you park. So if you left the parking lot and hit the building, you had to be going pretty fast, or something else happened. So I hope she was okay.
Yeah, I think she was. I think it probably hurt her pride more than anything, in her car, But
it does happen, and hopefully she had insurance to cover Rolling Oaks' loss as well. But at the same time, it does happen more often than you probably think.
And then when something like that happens afterwards, you just are like, what were you doing? What were you thinking? You just start beating yourself up immediately. You're like, what in the world? And then when you've got to tell the spouse what you did, and then they're beating you up too, and you already feel bad enough. Can you just
Well, just wait till you have to tell your insurance adjuster.
Now, were you ever in the predicament where you had to be your own insurance adjuster, or did they not let that happen?
No, I would never got to adjust my own claim if that's what you're asking me.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, didn't have too many claims, but at the same time, no, I did not. The claims I can recall having, they would typically hire what's called an independent adjuster, just a third party, kind of a disinterested party, supposedly.
Luckily, I was queen of front and back bumper mishaps, and I had a friend who owned his own body shop. So a lot of my stuff didn't go through insurance, thank goodness, because if it did, I probably wouldn't be able to afford the insurance right now. And I would call him, and jokingly, whenever I would call, he would say, "What did you hit now?" And I would be like, "How'd you know?" And he was like, "I didn't. I was kidding." And I was like, "Well," he was like, "Bring it by. Just let me look at it."
Yeah.
And he would be out there, fixing my bumpers for me and just shaking his head, mumbling, and women drivers, and, girl, I don't know how, you have a license and all this other stuff. At least 6 times I can think of that he helped me fix. So.
Well, there you go. That's quite a few. Therese.
One time I backed into somebody, and I called him and told him what I did, and then the next day backed into somebody else.
Oh.
And I called him and I said, "Well, now it's bigger." And he goes, I was like, "Well, I got the other side now. I got now the whole bumper. It's not just one part." And he was like, "Good Lord, woman."
Was this before all the cars had backup cameras?
Well, I think the backup cameras do save a lot. But sometimes when you're in a hurry, I'm guilty of it. I don't even look at it. I put it in reverse. I do the la-da-da, and I back up, and I go, ooh, and I've almost ran over something, I
like to use those little, even though I have a backup camera, I still like to use those little convex mirrors that go on your rear view mirror. Kind of gives you a little expanded view, of what's behind you.
Yeah, because some people, and look, I really don't need to. I have to, I can't just look in a mirror, because I got rear-ended at a red light. And it messed up my peripheral vision. So when I'm looking to the side, all I see is like that. And I can't just look. I have to turn my head. I don't have a choice because I can't see. But when the rearview cameras came about, I was like, "Oh, I need me one of them that helps me from having to." But what I found is it doesn't detect everything. You really need to still look behind you, too. Don't just trust that camera, because
some of these cars now have these giant screens. It's like watching television, when you're backing up, because you can see so much.
My sister got a car that she rented to go to my dad's, and it had the forward camera where you could, when you're pulling into a parking lot, a parking space, you could see, in between the lines and make sure you were getting it right. And I was like, I've never seen that in my life.
I've seen some.
It was on a Hyundai.
They advertise they have night vision, and it literally, if you've ever seen, night vision, video, it's not in color. It's just black and white, but you can see so much, and it's like, how could that help you driving? I don't know. I don't understand that. It seems like you might better be looking, out the windshield.
Yeah. All right. It's 8:46. We're going to take a break. When we come back, we got to talk about sometimes people are put in positions to handle money. Probably they shouldn't be. So we'll talk about that when we come back. You're listening to Morning Mayhem here on Piper Peach Radio. Teresa and Mike broadcasting live from the Clayton Tractor Studio. Stay with us.
Traditions come and go, but excellent service and compassionate care are benchmarks in any era. That's what Ellison Memorial Funeral Home is committed to providing you, whether through the pre-arrangement process or seeking services at your time of loss. Ellison Memorial offers a noticeable level of care and attention to detail. Others do not. So before making a decision based on yesterday's traditions, experience the Ellison difference when it comes to your loved one's final arrangements. You'll be glad you did. Call us today at 205-280-4600. Ellison Memorial Funeral Home, setting the new standard in local funeral service excellence. We are always here when you need us.
Underage drinking is deemed by many adults to be a rite of passage. Parents who host parties for youth may think they are being protective, but they are actually putting their youth at risk of physical and social consequences. Know the truth. Underage drinking and social hosting is a bad mix. For more information, contact Central Alabama Wellness, 205-651-0077, or visit centralalabamawellness.org.
Chilton Mobile Home Parts and Supply is your go-to destination for top quality mobile home parts and supplies in Clanton, Alabama. Conveniently located at 14023 County Road 29, just 3 miles east of Thorsby. We offer a diverse inventory, including underpinning, doors, windows, faucets, tubs, setup supplies, and more. Our commitment to quality ensures you'll find the best solutions for your mobile home needs. Upgrade your space with stylish doors and windows. Enhance functionality with top-notch faucets and tubs. All conveniently available in one place. Visit us today or call 205-646-1949. Transform your mobile home with Chilton, where quality meets convenience.
We are back. The time is 8:50. You're listening to Morning Mayhem on Piper Peach Radio. Teresa and Mike winding down on this Tuesday morning. It is cold. It is drizzly, yucky outside. I think the chances of rain pretty much all week are in the forecast. I'm hoping that it dwindles down when it gets closer to these parades and tree lightings. Because I think attendance dwindles down when it rains. So
Yeah, it could, but
yeah.
like you said, I'm praying for good weather.
Yes, crossing our fingers. We hope we. So I told you when we were going to break, I wanted to talk about sometimes when you're in the position of handling money, you probably don't need to. There was a dentist office, excuse me, Affordable Dentures in Myrtle Beach had a lady who was the office assistant. She embezzled $610,000 over an 8-month period. That's almost $100,000 a month she was siphoning away. How in the world does your company make so much money that you don't realize that somebody is taking $100,000 a month out of your profits? And who ratted her out was a coworker. They realized that something wasn't right. And I think they did some checking and realized, and they said what she was doing is that if it was a credit or debit card transaction, those were making it in, but it was the cash ones that were disappearing. So if somebody paid in cash for something, it didn't quite make it.
That's a lot of cleanings and fillings and stuff, isn't it?
Yeah, well, and dentures.
$610,000.
I'm having some dental work done right now, and I can tell you the cost of what little bit I did is $2,000 out of my pocket. That's not including what insurance will have paid. So already I'm $2,000 into it. So I get it that it can. There's a lot. I'm one person. Can you imagine having people who get dentures, all implants, or just all kinds of different mouth work that they have to have done? This lady is Ashanti Kinney. And I think that if you are to the point now. I think it's to the point now where if you are an office manager and you have to handle cash, I think that they should make you be bonded and insured, so that if anything happens, they get their money back. I just don't. That is entrusting somebody. You're entrusting your whole business to somebody. It happened at the Motorsports Hall of Fame. I did some work out there during race weeks, and there was a lady out there who was the accountant, and she was doing the same thing, and she took $220,000. And they called her. They had an audit. Somebody realized something wasn't right, and they hired an independent auditor to come out and check it out, and they figured it out quickly. Had her fired, arrested, charged, and now she's got to pay all that restitution back. But a lot of folks, you can order them to pay restitution, but do you get it? No.
We
Most of the time,
no
you
longer have
don't.
debtors' prisons, so we can't send them to jail for not paying their fine.
No,
Once
that's
they do their
true.
time for whatever they're charged with, embezzlement or whatever. I told you I was an insurance adjuster for a long time, and they have check authority. I mean, and it was not. I know of at least 2 or 3 instances where people were arrested who were adjusters, who were writing checks to whoever. Not the customer, obviously, but they. It's just that, I guess, that temptation.
Yeah.
Is just so strong. I mean, I never did anything like that.
Yeah.
But I could see where it could happen because you are talking. I mean, some companies like you mentioned this affordable dentures company, and you said, how could they be so big? Mm-hmm. They just are, and they have, just like anybody else, you have to trust people that you hire. Although I think, like President Reagan said, they need that trust but verified. But how do you
Yes.
verify it?
That's true. I mean, it's like you do a background check on people, and unless it's been reported, because you have a lot. Look at all these churches that have had the church secretaries take money, and the churches will be like, we'll fire her, and we won't make them pay restitution or anything, and they just let it go and I think a lot of people, private entities, probably let it go.
They don't want that publicity.
They
They don't want that negative publicity.
Yeah, because that looks bad on them. It reflects bad on them. What kind of people are they hiring out there? Why would I trust them? I get it. But yeah, I mean, I think that when you're it's like there's a lot of different companies that it comes with stipulations when you get hired into some prestigious positions. I think that if it has to do with handling money, it's got to be vetted differently. Or this kind of stuff is going to continue to happen. And it's because, the economy is changing to the point where things are so expensive. People try to or end up living outside. I don't know that they necessarily try to all the time, but they end up living way outside their means. And it's just like you said, it's just like, I just need this money to take care of this, and then I'll pay it back. And then they're not able to pay it back. Well, let me just do this to take care of this, and I can do this, and then I'll pay it back, and then it just becomes this big vicious circle, and they never end up paying it back, and then they get caught stealing. I mean, but $600,000—that's a lot.
That's a lot. That's a lot. Well, you mentioned churches, and I don't recall any specifics because of 40 years in the business, I guess. But I do recall there being more than one instance where a church secretary or a financial person in the church, treasurer perhaps, has embezzled funds as well. And it's really tough for the people that that own this denture company. It's tough for them. I don't know how many millions or whatever that they bring in, but still. They have customers, and they're trying to be responsive with their pricing. And, a lot of these companies, like Walmart even, I mean, they price in shoplifters, and what that how much they estimate they're going to lose.
Which is why sometimes I just let them walk out the door rather than doing all the other stuff.
Well, they do often because it's a lot of trouble.
It is a lot of trouble.
Prosecute.
And a thing that I see a lot of, and just recently, but when I was in the ballpark, our ballpark was volunteer. And so all the funds that we had came from concession stand and gate money for different tournaments and things like that. Uniforms, the cost of, the cheering and things like that. And we had one of the commissioners, a cheer commissioners, was stealing money. And we caught her doing it. She was having people write checks to her rather than the ballpark, and nobody thought anything of it. Until they did, and they didn't get their uniforms and things like that. And then she took off, and we had to prosecute her. She ran off to Tennessee owing several thousands of dollars. And it happened recently. A couple was over a youth league, and they embezzled a bunch of money. I mean, it's just, I don't get that. I could never do that. I could never take something like that doesn't belong, as much as I possibly could, and had bills. And I couldn't. I was doing bags of macaroni noodles and throwing tomato soup on top of it, and and calling it a meal. I mean, I've been there, but it never dawned on me to start taking things that didn't belong to me. That was never an option.
Right.
And I don't know. And I know a lot of people just make a mistake or just have bad judgment, but I don't know. I don't know that stealing that kind of money is bad judgment. That's willful, wanton and
conduct.
Yeah. You knew what you were doing. You meant to do it. It's not a mistake. It's only a mistake because you got caught.
That's right.
Because you'd have kept on doing it.
They're only sorry a lot of times when they get caught.
Exactly.
They're real sorry when that happens.
Yeah, they are. All right, I want to remind everybody there is going to be a Christmas tree lighting and a parade in Jemison. That starts at 6 o'clock. The parade's at 6 o'clock in Jemison on Thursday night. Clanton is having their parade. It starts at 5 p.m. and then the tree lighting at 7 p.m.
That's
Yours
Friday.
Truly, that's on Friday.
Yep.
We'll be emceeing. I don't know that MC is the correct terminology. I'll be introducing the people who are going to be introducing
I think you had it right.
people.
I think MC is the right word. I don't know another one that fits.
And then is it this weekend that's Maplesville's thing, or is that next weekend, Baden?
The football game?
No, the old-fashioned Christmas. I'm doing the thing that nobody likes when I have to look on my phone. Maplesville.
Not sure I've read it. I'm sure it's in the Chilton County News,
Here
though.
we go. I want to say, because that is something that was so fun. Last year I did it. That was my first one. I was excited. I got the tree trail is up. We've got our tree out there. Let's see here. Old fashioned Christmas. I think it's this weekend if I'm not mistaken. Let's see. December 7th, 2:30 to 5:30. Yep. So that is this Sunday. You'll want to be a part of that. Mike, I don't know if you've been to this before.
Not in Maplesville, I haven't.
There were people from Montgomery, from Selma, Calera, Alabaster that came to this thing. I looked at Baden and I was like, I've never seen this many people in a small town in my life. It was crazy busy. And the reason it is because it's very unique in that everybody that sets up a tent or a booth is giving away something for free. They're not selling it. You just go through and you get it. They have the big thing for you to see Santa. They have the tree walk where you can go and see all the different sponsored trees lit up, and it is amazing time. I'm telling you, these small towns out here, they know what's up when it comes to, especially to Christmas. They make sure that there's a lot going on.
Good old Southern hospitality.
Yes, it is. All right, that's going to do it for us today. Teresa and Mike Ellison, thank you so much for being my co-host today. It's
been my
thoroughly
pleasure.
Enjoyed it. Hope you all have a great rest of your day. Stay dry, stay warm, and we'll see you tomorrow on Morning Mayhem. Thanks for watching and listening. We'll see you tomorrow.